Even that.
Alrighty, private friends and everything, so watch your hands up here, let's just join the sliding closed. Asante San Award, looks award to all great deserting folks. That is a weekend, windy, winter sunny fall. Let's go! Jumbo, my name is Alvin, I'm a safari guide in the Bear Wildlife Reserve. According to reserve, but there are a few things that you need to go over. Number one thing they do, as you please remain seated at all times. Give me those hands, arms, feet, legs, and tails if you have them inside the vehicle. We do also see that holding any personal belongings you may have. If any of the find vehicles here today, we're going to be unable to stop for it. If something does mention, I'll just pass it down the line, let me know. I'll try and find it for you guys. We're getting yes services. But that being said, we're going to head right on inside. And our first stop's here into the Little Lettery Forest. In the Lettery Forest, we like to look for animals whose natural camouflage of predators. As keen, I'll get you on this side. As already up here to our left, we can see the beautiful saddle-filled storks. Now these beautiful birds, they grew about 5 feet tall at the shoulder and have an amazing wingspan of around 9 feet wide. They get the name for a little bit yellow on their bill, then it's got a saddle on. And then over to the right, that is the Okapi across the river. And the Okapi, they weren't discovered until 1901 by the Western world. And this is because they like to hide away in the deep recesses of the Lettery Forest, often staying camouflaged and hidden. In fact, oftentimes when people saw this animal, they didn't actually even think it was an okapi, but got mistaken for another animal, the zebra. But what's so funny about that? Is they actually have no relationship to the zebras whatsoever, as they're the only known relatives of the giraffe. Then hanging out on the hill here, those beautiful animals with the reddish brown fur are the bongos. Now bongos, they use that coloration of blending with the dead leaves and soils of the Lettery Forest. They're hiding away from predators so they can't be seen. But the instance where they are noticed, they do have those nice spiraled rear back-facing horns on their head. They will push bramble and are shoving away from their eyes. And easily to navigate around. And then to the top left there, that is the black rhino. Now, black rhino, they are the smaller species of rhino, only getting to be around 3,000 pounds. Yeah, that's right, the smaller species at 3,000 pounds. They use their prehensile built to browse for their food for grass and are sure to be able to eat. And then as for these other two antelopes, those are the greater kudu. Now these are some lovely ladies, and you can tell they are ladies based on the fact that they have no horns. There's only male greater kudu horns, and the females do not. Now it's always nice seeing our animals of the Lettery Forest. They are actually in danger, my friends, as much of their homes and territories are being torn down due to deforestation for things of paper products and things of this nature. This is why we're trying to encourage the use of recycled paper materials, as well as use of bamboo-based products over wood, as it's far more sustainable than that of wood and cannot protect those home areas. But now we are leaving the Lettery Forest and getting down over here to see the Safi River, where there are some hippos in the water,
that's cool.
as well as the pink-backed pelicans up ahead. Now the pink-backed pelicans, they're going to get their name by their skin, which turns a bright pink coloration across their back during their mating season. Ozzy Brothers as humans will blush when they find something attractive, though for us it's not quite as intentional. There's amazing birds over there. And then to our left, those are the Nile hippo. When we see them all hang out together in a group like that, they're going to be known as a float. I know, a rather funny name. That's looking like a boat. I don't think that's a floating. So yeah, those get to be around 5,500 pounds after they are fully grown, with almost majority of that weight being made up of pure muscle, making them very sensitive to sinking that water, where they'll then proceed to hold their breath for around 8 minutes long at a time while they're down there. And looking over the side of the bridge, you guys can see those Nile crocodiles. Now maybe we do know those What a lot of people don't know about the Nile crocodile is actually really great parents. The few animal species out their babies from other shells through the hatching process. Now this gives us a great way you can relate to the animal. And so often you'll see crocodiles are pricing these evil, vicious monsters, but that's not the case at all. They're just animals like any other living very best survive in the only ways they know how. So next time we see them, let's start focusing on their bites. We can think about what wonderful parents are doing a great job defending those little ones instead. For this large tree to our right, that is the baobab tree. Now I do lovingly call that tree by the secondary title of the tree of life. Like it's campus would hold large quantities of water that was strong which many animals would go to for instance with water, eating off of its bark, which is like a sponge. Now for the tree to reach the size we saw there, it takes about 2,000 years. Once it reaches the size of over 30,000 gallons of water. Show up how valuable tree this for all the amazing animals called the West live in their homes, including those Maasai giraffes. The Maasai giraffes are one of the tallest species of animals in the world, being between 14 to 20 feet tall when they are fully grown. They utilize their incredible height to get all the food and sugar that they need, reduce their competition with other animals, while also using their competition with them. Showing an interrelated balance between our animals, as every piece of every animal serves a point of balance in nature. Even predators like those African painted dogs to our left. Now the African painted dogs, they are one of the most successful hunters out here in Africa, having around an 80% success rate, which serves to accomplish with pack tactics and teamwork. This teamwork does make team for these amazing animals, just like it's greatly important in our conservation efforts, as we all need to do our part of these amazing animals and their homes.
Why did the giraffe cross the road? To get to Walt Disney World.
There's a closer view of our giraffe walking on by. Now, as you watch the Maasai giraffe walk, you might notice something rather interesting about the way they get around. As unlike other quadrupedal animals, they actually move their legs on the same side in tandem rather than in opposites. This natural gait helps them keep their balance with their large height and still keeps them moving at a rather fast pace. But in the instance where they do decide to start running, they'll move them in opposites once again, so it's rather interesting to watch them get around. Now to tell our friend right there was a Maasai giraffe, you can look closely at their spots. Those spots can be different shapes, colors, and sizes, rather rough edged spots. While their cousins are particularly their giraffes are roughly long, so their spots can be a lot more orderly and higher, be smooth around their edges. Then ahead of us here, you can see the sable and the long rear back facing horns. Those sable antelopes are one of the few brave antelope species that prefer to fight off their predators rather than run away, and even been known to defend other animals in their bravery. It's for this reason they're actually our icon here at the resort. Not because we want to fight people or anything like that, but because we want to fight for the right to protect these amazing animals in their homes. And hopefully encourage you guys to fight right alongside us. We also over here can see those springbok, the keys with a tan back, white belly, and black stripe, getting their name for the spring in their step, of course, as they can jump up to 6 feet high in a rapid succession. You can travel 13 feet at a single bound. This is the wildebeest. Now they have one of those amazing migrations of all of our animals. Travel around 500 to 1,000 miles short. They'll usually do that in large groups as implausibility. All the way down the way, you can indeed see that part from the zebra. We can see the greater flamingos. Now the greater flamingos, they have one of the lightest pink gradation of all the flamingo species. Came from natural diets of brine shrimp, which is high beta carotene. Now it takes about 2.5 years of acclimatization. Plus they do love showing out how pink chicks they can. Way better than
It's all right. The regular ducks are swimming with them. Yeah, it's funny. Hey, water's water. That's true, water is water. They're like on that rock down here. Really?
I'm worried about close on this. Is the white rhino. Now the white rhino is the larger species of rhino. Getting to be around 5,000 pounds. Unlike the cousins of black rhinos, they're a lot more social, hanging out together in groups known as crashes. That's why I can see 2 of them together right here.
You know you had it. You're good. Why?
Now, they primarily get around using their incredible hearing and smell. If they pay close attention to their ears, you can notice they actually already move them independently of each other, kind of like satellite dishes. Now they're an amazing animal, as you can see out here, as sadly rhinos are extremely endangered. So for a long time, many people have poached them for their horns, which never made any sense to me. Because their horns, they're made of the same substances as our nails and hair. Keratin. So like people have dirty toenails, how nasty is that? So we have to build up awareness about these animals and educate people about them so we can interpret and better understood their homes. We also have to be educating people better about predators once more, like the cheetahs lying just over there to the left. Now those cheetahs, they're one of the fastest species of animals in the world. They live to 60 miles per hour in only 3 seconds. 3 seconds, guys, but that's not even their top speed. As they have been able to live to 80 miles per hour before. Now they cannot sustain those speeds for very long. However, they are able to use them for those short ambush-based predatory attacks, and the speeds are still incredible to think about. And then on their Kobe throne, you can see the lion. Now lions, they are nocturnal animals, usually sleep around 16 to 20 hours out of the day. When it comes time to hunt, it's actually the female lioness lying down behind them who does most of the hunting, while the male lion, he stays behind the territory and the cubs. We also, as you can see, more movement of those white rhinos. But we're not quite moving here just yet. Now you can tell a male lion apart from the female lioness based on that large mane of theirs. And that mane, what it's meant to do is not just to show off the prowess of the male, but also help protect them from being bitten or scratched by other rival big cats in the area. Again, that's why their responsibility is protecting the area, while the females is to hunt. Now usually they'll live in groups of about 1 to 3 males, and then up to 10 females in those prides. Now we're hanging out here as we do have an ostrich in the road ahead of us. It sounds like not directly here, but on down the way. So we're kind of waiting for them to kind of move on out of the road for us. Now something fascinating about lions is, since they are nocturnal, their vision is going to be a lot better than ours at night. And this is due to special conage and rods in their eyes, and they will pick up more of that light, being about 6 times better than ours during that time of day. But whenever they are out in the morning like this, their eyes and vision is actually about the same as ours as humans. Now down to the right, you can actually see one of the ostriches that were in the area out here. They are one of the largest species of birds in the world, about 6 to 9 feet tall. Oh, she's just sleeping. Then coming down to our side, we can see the warthogs, Africa's largest bone land animals. Now the warthogs, they'll make these burrows as their homes out from their predators in the harsh breeze of the sun. Usually going them in reverse, they have to raise their sharp tusks to ensure no one blows them down inside. Now it seems like Pumbaa is able to stand a little closer to Simba and Nala behind us here, making the area. Now those warthogs are highly intelligent animals, being able to change their day and night cycles on a whim to be able to avoid predators or find proper resources, have intricate communication strategies, including their tail, which you can use like flags, and they're also being one of the few smart burrowing land animals who will reutilize burrows of other animals as their homes, right, starting from scratch each and every time. This gives them being one of nature's natural recyclers, and this shows us that if our animals are going to recycle, we should be too as humans. Now I love these little cuties, like they jumped and climbed in with their hooves on the roof, the table of the Jeep, all over you can find them. But while they do seem to be rather small in stature, these are a great thing for purpose. as those little guys, they are fantastic. There's large ones, hydras, and little trophy cheese or boots on this. Army as a land or racers cows, you wouldn't miss the own methane gas. So what this teaches us is even the smallest of things create big changes in the world around us. Those little guys actually make a difference. I know each and every one of you near my safari truck can as well. Isn't that right, my friends? Yeah, of course we can. It just takes us working together to make those changes we talked about along the way. As well as working to reduce, reuse, and recycle our materials, replenishing the world around bunch of trees and gardens, and of course, getting involved in conservation efforts. Whether that's by donating money and volunteering, or simply keeping ourselves educated and those around us about amazing animals and plants around the world. Now we're going to see some wonderful waterfalls. There's the rolling through the way back and also rather bittersweet as well, as that does mean we're not fishing eggs in there out there. Wild like grizzly today. Is that sound true for all those things we can see in their homes? So let's ask all my friends on board, what was your favorite animal on safari today, guys? Cheetah, giraffe, rhino. My friends, I'm so glad you got to see all those awesome animals out there. But even though we are out there, there's sort of 18 more items here are awesome animals, including the Gorilla Falls Trail right next door.
Because usually there's like the...
Yeah, it's going to be a walking trail. You can see gorillas, birds, zucchini, skip the everything that can roll around. I know a lot of people don't like to make a roll. For my Ken Paul's little friends on board, you know just how awesome they can be. So I highly suggest it. But now it does mean it's time for me to say goodbye. I don't like saying goodbye, so I'm going to say Quahar means it's time for you to go well. So you guys to go well, go wild. Have a great rest of here at the Animal Kingdom. Of course, I want you guys to go into the great big difference for our animals. And if you want to ask on the Simbo one, that's right, the Simbo one. Now watch your hands up, your legs are to be sliding up, and watch your step as you go. Have a good one, guys.
That was cool.